both sides. Who can't? You living with D Lee. Thank you for being tuned in, rocking and living with me. I appreciate it. Make sure you hit that subscribe. They talk about Travis Hunter can't play both sides. Did you see him? Did you see him? Yeah, I'm going to put some highlights in there. He went crazy. Who can't play both sides? Man, what? Now, I know. When you look at the clips, you're going to say on defense, he wasn't as solid as he normally is. He wasn't. Because guess what? It's the preseason. It's the first game jitters. You know what I mean? You hyped up. All the focus is on you. But he still did well. Now, I know what experts are going to say. Well isn't good enough. When you play both sides, you have to dominate. It's coming. You can see it. He affected the game the short while he was out there. He wasn't out there long. Travis Hunter did his thing. Yeah, he did his thing. I was pleased. I was looking at that like, yes. And guess what? That happened in Colorado. If you go back and watch, you know what I mean? If you go watch all the people that's been reporting since Jackson Day in Colorado, or if you go look at Well-Off and all of that, he had his game where he struggled. I think it was versus Colorado State. He struggled a little bit on defense because his focus was strictly on offense. Guess what he did? He tightened up. The next weekend, not only was he dominant on offense, he was dominant on defense. So I think this just showed him. It showed me that he could do both. Does he got to tighten up on defense? Yes. But to me, he's better on defense than he is on offense. But you got to play him on offense as well. Because once the ball in his hand, he's explosive. Man, what a pickup by Jacksonville Jaguar. What a pickup. What a pickup. Man. So the question is, I want to know moving forward, you know, and we'll get to see more in the first regular season game. Are they going to play him on the outside and be like, yo, the outside is you on defense. You lock it down, that's you. Are they going to play him, you know, with the slot against the slots inside? What are they going to do? What side are they going to give him? Is he going to get the number one receiver every time? Or is he going to get the number two receivers? What is he going to do? Now, from the plays that I seen in Travis Hunter, the only thing that he got to kind of, you know, focus on a little bit, he got to buckle down on, is his tackling. His tackling. He was getting there, but he wasn't really making that tackle. And he got to, you know, when he was, the runs was happening, he got to be a little bit more physical. But that's it. He can clean that up. He liked to hit. He liked to be physical. But, you know what I'm saying? It's your first preseason game. I didn't expect him to have 2 touchdowns and 2 interceptions in the first preseason game. But I did expect him to do what he did. When the balls come to him, to catch the ball. When the ball comes to him, catch the ball. When it's time for the defense to, you know, be a threat. And he was. He was a threat. He was. I'm sorry, y'all. That's my kid. It was a threat. That's what I expected. And he did a great job of that. So, you know, we gotta keep it going. We gotta keep it moving, you know? Man, Travis Hunter. Now, I did see some things, and I wish the Jacksonville Jaguars, I'm sorry I'm stuttering, y'all, because I got so much I want to say, you know what I mean, I'm rushing through it. But I wish they would put him at slot some. They didn't run him at slot a lot. But I wish they put him at slot because he's dangerous when you put him at slot because then it's like you don't know what to do. But I got to do more research on the receiver crew of the Jags to see, you know, can they put him in slot or do they mainly need him outside to be that threat? Because he's a threat anywhere he is on the field. And he's putting it together. And that's the thing about the preseason, man. You got the tempo is different. All the players that you normally gonna play with or against aren't out there. So to me, it's gonna take him a possession or two to, you know, shake the highs and figure it out. Now I know everyone's saying, well, offenses are gonna totally scheme to take him out the game, offensively and defensively. I think he's been dealing with that since college. Is there a different level? Absolutely. But when you start scheming to take a player out the game, it take you out your game. And then the Jags quarterback got an arm. Now, I know everybody's sleeping on him. He should do more. You know what I mean? But you remember? Do you remember the movie? Remember the Titans? You remember Sunshine? You remember the quarterback? That's who he remind you of. He could get it done. He can make the pitch. You remember that? He can make the pitch. He can make those throws. So Travis Hunter is gonna be fine. Fine, man. That first preseason game, he's a little nervous, but he's gonna be fine. I think he caught 4 or 5 passes. Like I said, his defense he got to tighten up. So we'll see. You will see how they do. I wish that moving forward, preseason 2, they give him a little bit more reps than what they did. But I also understand you got to be a little cautious. You don't want your franchise player that plays offense and defense to get hurt, right? And they're gonna play him every snap. And so, how I feel about him playing every snap, if he's dominating, why not? That'll be my whole thing to him. If you're not getting hurt and you dominating, I'll let you continue to play. If you keep getting nipped up and you get real hurt and you're not really dominating on both sides of the ball, then we got something else to talk about. We got something else to see. But he showed me he could do both of them. Now he just got to lock in. I think that they have to start doing 2 days because in a week, they leading up to a game on Sunday, right? So Sunday night you go over to what happened that game day, right? Then Monday, Tuesday is preparation and installs for the new week. And then that Wednesday and Thursday you practicing, what you're going to do and making sure you fine tune everything. Fridays are walk through normally. And Saturdays is just the last of everything. Make sure we're clear. Everybody know their assignments, any last questions, all of those things. And then Sundays is normally game days, right? So what I think they got to do on Monday and Tuesday, he got to be heavily focused on offense. These are the concepts. These are the plays. This is how we're going to run you. This is how we're going to play you. And then on Wednesday and Thursday, straight defense. Straight defense. This is your assignment. This is what we're looking for from you. This is how we're going to dominate. And you need to be focusing on looking at the people that's going to be in front of you and see what their habits are. I think they got to make sure he lock in both days. Because what they doing right now, and they can learn this from Prime, how Prime used to coach him. What they do a little bit of is they'll give them 2, 3, 4 days of offense, a day or two of defense, which I get it because everybody know defensively he got it. He just got to lock in. So everybody know defensively he just got to lock in. But I do think they need to, because it's the pro level and you got to be able to shift 2 days of offense, 2 days of defense, allow him to really lock in. I think with offense, you say, hey, here go 25 plays, know them through and through, no matter what happened. Defensively, know all the plays. And then as the season progresses, we'll up and build up your offensive catalog so you'll know what to do. I'm going to show y'all his highlights. Man, I thank y'all for being tuned in. I thank you for living with me. Yes, Travis Hunter can do it both ways. I don't care what them analysts say because they couldn't do it. Peace.